Balaam and Balak. Now, we always get Balaam and Balak a bit confused. Balak was the king of the Moabites, and he was frightened of the children of Israel because he knew of all that they'd done to the people of the Amorites. And so he sent messengers to Balaam, a prophet, saying, "There's a people come out from Egypt, and they cover the whole land, and they're coming closer to my country. Please come and curse this people for me, so that I may conquer them and drive them out from this land. I know that who you bless is blessed, and who you curse is cursed." So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian came to Balaam with this message. And Balaam said to them, "Stay here tonight, and I'll answer you tomorrow, when the Lord has spoken to me." Now what he should have said is, "No, go away, I'm not going to curse God's people." But because he secretly wanted to, he didn't send them away straight away. God said to Balaam, "What men are these with you?" Now God knew who they were, but he wanted Balaam to think about it. And Balaam replied, "Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent these men to me, so that I may help him to drive out a people come from Egypt." God said to Balaam, "You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed." So in the morning, Balaam said to the messengers of Balak, "Go back to your land. The Lord doesn't let me go with you." I think he wanted to, but he said, "Well, I can't. God says I can't." And so the elders of Moab came back and told Balak. So Balak sent other messengers, more and more honourable, and they came with the same message, begging him to come and curse Israel and promising him very great honours. But Balaam answered them, "If Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I can't go beyond the word of the Lord, less or more. Anyway, stay here tonight, and I'll see what the Lord will say to me." Well, he should have said, "Look, go away." He should have run away from temptation, but he didn't.
He should have said, "No, I'm not going to mess with you. Just go away, go away. I'm not going to get myself into this."
Exactly, and he didn't. So God came to Balaam that night and said to him, "If the men come to call you, well, go with them, but only do as I shall tell you." So you see, God lets us do what we really secretly want to do. So Balaam got up in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab, and God was angry because he went. You might think that's a bit strange because God had told him to go, but what it was that God was saying, "You do what you want to do. I won't force you not to." The angel of the Lord stood in the way to oppose him. Now Balaam was riding upon his donkey, and his two servants were with him. And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with a sword drawn in his hand. So the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into a field. Balaam beat the donkey to turn her back onto the path, but the angel of the Lord stood in a path of the vineyards with a wall on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed herself against a wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. So Balaam beat the donkey again. The angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn, neither to the left nor to the right. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. Balaam was still more angry, and he beat the donkey with his staff. Is that a donkey noise?
Yep, I think so.
Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she spoke to Balaam. "What have I done to you that you've beaten me these 3 times? And Balaam replied to the donkey, "Because you mocked me. I wish there were a sword in my hand, and now I would kill you." What he didn't realize was that the angel was standing in front of him with a sword in his hand. The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey, upon which you've ridden? Have I ever treated you like this before?" "No," Balaam said. Then God opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the Lord's angel standing in the path with his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed his head, fell flat on his face, and the angel of the Lord said to him, "Why did you beat your donkey these 3 times? I went out to oppose you because your way is against me. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If she hadn't turned away from me, I would have killed you and saved the life of your donkey." Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned. I didn't know that you were standing in the way against me, so if it displeases you, I won't go on. The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, Go with the men, but only speak the words that I shall tell you. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak, and when Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him and said, I am able to give you very great honours. Balaam said, You see that I have come to you, but I can only speak the words that God puts into my mouth. So he did believe in God, but he felt it was all rather limiting, and he wanted to do what he wanted to do and not what God's word said. So Balaam said to Balak, Build 7 altars and put 7 oxen and 7 rams on them. And Balak did as Balaam had said. And they offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. And then Balaam said to Balak, Stand by your burnt offering, and I'll go and see whether the Lord will come to me, and whatever he tells me I will tell you. God met Balaam and said, Go back to Balak and speak some words of you. He did that, but the words which he was given to speak were blessings on Israel and not curses, and Balak wanted Balaam to curse Israel. This happened 3 times, and Balak was very angry with Balaam, and he said, I called you to curse my enemies, but you've blessed them. Now run away back to your own country. I wanted to give you great honours, but the Lord has kept you back from honour. And then Balaam made another prophecy, and it was actually a prophecy about Jesus. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a sceptre, that's what a king holds in his hand, his rod in his hand, and a sceptre will rise out of Israel and will strike the land of Moab and destroy all the children of Sheth. Edom shall be conquered, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come a man of great power, and he shall destroy all that remains in the city. So Balaam went back to his country. So it's an interesting story, and what it shows is that we must be sensible and go the way of God and not resist him and be enthusiastic for him. And yet God will not force us to be his children. He won't make us go the right way. And Balaam wanted to push ahead and do his thing. And we really must learn the lesson.